I don't know. Let me see what it decides to do. Okay. Alright, we're live. Hello, chat room. Alright, hopefully everyone can hear us. Okay, live. It's live. It's live. Hello, hello.
Okay, Nort looks adorable. That is adorable.
I got a cute little one from Ferre, which I love, and I've got Nisey, so it was like, yeah. So we're all very festive, which is good. And I found this really cool background, and I was like, hell yeah, we're gonna have that. So, hi Rod. Chris is there, Nisey's there, Zaya's there. Hey guys. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully the internet will hold out. Hopefully it decides to not be silly. We
can hope, right?
We can but hope. Alright. Well, that is the main thing. Let's do chat room. Can you hear this one?
Coffee is my blood.
The most important one. I have got... Alright, I think we've got those. Coffee, loud and clear. Okay. Sound wise, we should be all good. I did try and adjust a couple of things very slightly yesterday to try and make it a little bit better. I don't know. So hopefully we will see how it goes. Tyber's here. Hi Tyber. Alright, well it's nearly 10 a.m. Brisbane time, which is always good. Okay. Alright, I think we've got everything, so we are just about good. Alright. Yep, I've got all the bits. Okay, ladies, we're ready?
I think so.
Yep, ready to go.
Alright. If anything happens, I'll be back as soon. I'll be back. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure.
Crafting.
Flowers.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast. And here's your host, Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 321. Today is Saturday, December 10th, 2022, or in very hot and steamy Queensland, Australia. It is Sunday, the 11th of December. I'm your host, Leeta, looking a little bit festive here, and joining me this week for our Deathless show, look at my festive bunch of ladies. We have got Chris, we have got Nisey, we have got Ferre. Hang on, I'm trying to do the right fingers. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
Thank you for joining us. Hello, chat room. We have got Rod's here, Zaya's here, Tyber, Dave as well. So thank you all for joining us this week, and it is the last show of the year, which we have been having a Deathless show since 2017, I think. So this is this year 5, I think.
Maybe.
That sounds vaguely maybe right. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
So it's always good to end the year with some reflection. So we're going to talk about Death List for 2022, and as well as that, some 2023 Challenger resolutions to see what people have got planned for next year. So if you've got some comments, chat room, please pop them in the chat there and we will read them out. Alright, well, let's get started. We're going to start with Ferre. How has your 2022 been, I guess, Death List wise? How has it been?
Well, this is like a longer death list than I usually ever have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And forgive my voice, I'm getting a cold, I think.
No worries.
First death we'll talk about relates to my icon that I'm using in her honor. Ferre Frost, my Tauren Frost mage. She was a green man. At level 20, she was brutally killed by an Alliance patrol in Zangarmarsh while minding her own business on the road, though perhaps slightly lost, okay?
Yep.
Which is me because she's Horde and I'm not. She's now a scout for the Horde side and has taken up tailoring as well as other professions, making a nice living from selling shirts.
Nice. Nice. Is
I
she...
enjoyed her, I really did.
Is she, because you, like you said, you normally do not play Horde, so
No, I don't.
what has been your highest Horde challenger? Has it been her or has it been another one?
No, I had a level 60 Tauren pacifist in Shadowlands.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And my current Tauren rogue is a working man.
Working
rogue.
man.
She's 51.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, this was the first one who actually went around and killed a lot of things, though.
Yep.
Mage. So that was where I got myself in trouble.
Uh-huh.
She couldn't
Okay.
just live in Thunder Bluff,
Yes.
because she was a green man. She was killing things just fine, but unfortunately, she was killed pretty easily too. So
Yeah.
got in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not good. New appreciation for being careful on the roads. They'll all kill you.
Yes.
My next death was one that kind of hurt. Ferre Glen was my Night Elf contest hunter, Iron Man. She died at what I call level 59.9, one block from 60. She had picked up crummy time at level 57, again when it became available.
Yep.
And again at 59 after it kicked her out. Then she was killed by Hosen in Pandaria.
Yep.
My fault, but she thought she was safe to leave feigned death after a fight that didn't go well. She wanted to try to res her pet. But 2 additional Hosens attacked her. And it was a hard way to learn that the second pet that is given you by the talent point does not have a taunt ability.
Oh.
So, yeah. It doesn't act like your main pet.
Bless you.
It was alive, but the mobs were ignoring it.
Yeah.
Aggroed on her.
Okay,
So-
that's interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. Yeah.
That was things to learn when you have talents for the first time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also had some rearranged spells on my UI, which didn't help. So. My third death was a pacifist, which is kind of weird for me to lose a pacifist to death rather than do a yellow flag.
Yeah.
Ferre, Night Elf Rogue at level 45.
Mm-hmm.
It was my fault for breaking Leeta's rule about not playing tired.
Yeah.
She got disoriented while doing some gathering in the Valley of the Four Winds in Pandaria. Ended up in the middle of the vermin field
Oh no.
and got mobbed by more vermin than you want to even think about. It wasn't pretty.
Yep. Yep. I could totally understand that one. And you know what? There's nothing worse, and that's probably one of the things that I've found when I say if I'm tired and I'm on a challenge tune, I have to get off that challenge tune. I can't play because it happens every single time. No, I'll be fine. I'll just go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got lost.
Yep. Alright, so there's some pretty rough deaths, so commiserations on those, and thank you for sharing those with us. Looking forward, we've got a new year. Again, we can't believe we are, halfway through December already. Crazy. What are your 2023 Challenger resolutions that you'd like to achieve for next year?
Well, I'd like to get max levels for my challengers in Pacifist, Working Man, Green Man, and hopefully an Iron Man. Hopefully more than one for pacifists and working people.
Yep.
Irons, I don't promise more than one, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'd also like to avoid death by dragon riding. That's
It's
kind of
always a good thing.
personal.
Yes. Yeah, I completely hear you because it still does my head in a bit. What for this year? Because you do all challenges bar Bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty is not one that you do.
Yeah, that's not me.
So, did you get one of Max for Shadowlands with the other ones, or you hadn't quite
Oh
got
no, I
there?
had them all.
You did?
I'm not at level my 10.
Yep. Yeah.
I had all the rest.
Yep.
Except for Bloodthirsty, which
Yep.
I've never done.
Okay, alright. Well, it sounds like you've got some good goals for next year. And again, you've had probably, for you, maybe the most successful expansion for your challenge suit.
So, pretty much.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Well done. That's
Never would have guessed
awesome.
at the beginning of Shadowlands. when Pacifist was going on there.
Yes, we all certainly were very, very concerned, but you know, it was very, very good for challenges, which is fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much for sharing all of that, and we do wish you the very best for 2023. Let's have a listen. Nisey, I know you're on your little break at the moment, which is understandable because you have had a very, very busy year. Let us know how's the death list? How did it end up?
I've slowly dipped my toe in the water. So my break is
nice.
kind of coming to an end, but it's going to be nothing like this past year was. I can tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a crazy year. I actually didn't lose any Bloodthirsties this past year. I don't know how. I didn't.
Wow.
So I had no
Nice.
deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I think I lost maybe an iron or two that got flagged for testing purposes, but
Yeah.
iron's not really my jam, so I was okay to lose them. It's fine.
Yeah.
But no, my working man survived. My two pacifists survived. Everybody survived the death
Wow.
chamber or like
Nice.
the death list. We didn't get there.
That's
I don't know
amazing.
how.
That's
Nice.
huge.
That's really good.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened.
That's
Considering I did
fantastic.
have a couple close calls with with sudden world server drops out of nowhere, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Ah!" But no, they all
Yeah.
made it. I don't know how, but they definitely did. I did not have to reroll anybody this year.
That is fantastic. So, because I think last year there was a few, wasn't there? Like,
There was a couple.
yeah,
There was at least 2 or 3 where I was like, "Damn it!" So
Yeah.
I know I had lost a well, a demon hunter I had gotten flagged, but I had lost a mage and someone else like right
shaman?
right at the end of the year.
Was there something
Might-
like?
no,
Was it
it
the
wasn't a
shaman?
shaman. I think it was a mage and somebody else. I think it
Yeah.
because I know I had to reroll the demon hunter, but I think that was a flag.
Mm.
But yeah, no, everybody made it, which really surprised me considering the number of challengers that I was running
Yes.
and frantically running at that. So
Mhm.
yeah, so not gonna be quite this crazy this year because things and stuff. But
Yes.
I have dipped my toe slowly back into playtime.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Nice. Well, again, that's considering how many challenges that we know that you run with Bloodthirsty. Well done. That's a fantastic year. And you ended up getting, again, how many to max?
Every class
Every
in
class.
the game, including hero class. So what was that? 12, 13?
Yeah.
Bloodthirsties. So it was a long year.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it was one hell of a slog,
Mm.
and my mind was starting to melt towards the end, and I'm like, I just want to be done. I just want to be done. And I thought about just stopping, and I'm like, no, you're too close. You have
Yeah.
to finish this.
No,
So
you
so I
did
got that
fantastic.
goal completed. So my resolution for next
Mhm.
year is kind of up in the air. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with how much playtime I'm gonna have over the next year. I've been trying to grind some gold to get some tokens right now while the market is buying. So I mean, I've been doing like normal grinding. I still don't have a normal to 70. I can't quest. I can't do the campaign because of the dragon riding. It's giving me migraines. I can't do it. I might have the husband do it for me.
Yeah.
Just to get some stuff unlocked, but he's not feeling playing, so I'm not gonna force him to.
Yeah.
But this is an odd expansion for me because I'm kind of at a loss because of the dragon riding issue for me. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get an iron to max. I've got one
Yep.
sitting at like 53, 54 that's just been sitting there chilling. I could try. I might have to take the really slow road and just do holidays.
Yep.
It pains me to do so, but I might have to.
Mm.
We'll see if I get a pacifist there. I want to try to get at least one bloodthirsty there. We'll
Okay.
see what happens with that. But at the moment, I think I've got playtime built up till March, so we'll see what happens. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be nothing like it was last year.
Yeah. And that's again, that's such a big thing for those of us with visual ramifications, I guess, is the way that we deal with it. There is no. I'm really hoping that at some point Blizzard will just say, okay, like at the next patch or maybe the one after, that they're like, okay, now everyone's been immersed in having this with the dragon riding. Okay, you can have your normal flying. I'm really hoping that they will give us that option, because it is I'm probably the least out of like the three of us. I know, Chris, you don't have an issue with it, right? Yours is completely fine for you when you're doing it.
Once I learned how to actually do it,
Yeah.
heck yes, this stuff is amazing. But I can only do it if I'm controlling it.
Yeah.
D turned himself into a dragon for us to go do World Quest together, and I couldn't even look anywhere near my screen. I was gonna get sick. Yeah, so if people feel that and they're controlling the drive, it's kind of like me and driving. I have to be the one driving. I can't be a passenger
Yep.
because I will get car sick.
Yep.
So at least I can do it myself. And you know, maybe for people who are on their mains and can't do it, we could arrange like a dragon riding party because there are a bunch of flight paths. So maybe we could help people out and take their mains and go get them the flight paths.
That's
until pop them on
probably,
our backs, go fly them around.
Yeah.
Because you can do the questing, you know, at least the majority of it, without having to hop on the dragon if you have the flight paths.
Exactly.
You know, it'll take a little bit longer.
Or
but
if
at least
you know a
people wouldn't
warlock
be locked out of the expansion,
who can summon and obviously cross factions. Again, doing it on a main toon, definitely not a challenge toon. But if that's something to help, you know, people get it, whether it be just to get the basics or whichever. But it is very visually, it's certainly a feeling. My stomach is normally in my
like,
throat
I don't get the
most of the time.
sickness and the dizziness that you guys will, but it's just, I'm on it 30 seconds and I have an instant migraine, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this. I have enough migraines on a daily basis anyway. I don't need to be inflicting it upon myself voluntarily. That's not happening. So unless they institute regular flying in a later patch, I'm just going to be, you know, on the ground kind of slowly chipping away at Bloodthirsty as I have time, or, you know, just farming for leather to sell to get game time. That's all I'm going to be doing, unless the husband has you want to play and decides to do some questing on my character. But that's gonna be it. So I'm kind of at loose ends right now. I don't know what the next, what's gonna happen for the rest of this expansion. I'm kind of like, I don't. This is gonna be a wait and see situation.
Yeah, which again, I honestly thought that they were going to give us the choice of both. I was kind of hoping for that, but I guess we wait and see patch-wise if something like that comes down, you know, like comes eventually, because it's certainly, it's not everyone can cope with it, and there are times I can kind of do basic okay now. It's taken me a bit to get my head in that I can deal with just going basic, but if I start going too fast, I just slam straight into the side of the mountain or something, because I'm just like, I'm so sick.
Boy, I hear you on that.
All the tree.
In addition to the motion issues, I have depth perception problems. And so going through rings and trying to hit stuff is hard.
Yeah.
I do have a leveling partner for my regular, so she can.
Which is really great.
70 already, so she can help take me around. So that helps.
Yeah.
A lot.
Absolutely. And Josiah, you're right, dragon riding can be so much faster. It is. Like, compare it to what, 300% flying? Dragon riding, when you get like top speed, it's like I don't know, like a freaking roller coaster. It's
amazing.
It makes me so
if
sick.
they give us regular mount flying, I'll be happy just to be putting along like an old-timey antique car. I'll be fine with that. It'll at least let me do the things that everybody else is doing, because I've figured out my main problem with it is the rushing wind effect. Flying by me and the spinning in the middle, because I do have a similar problem, not as bad, but I do have a similar problem with the auto flight paths in Shadowlands, where it's spinning in a circle. I had it bug on me in Shadowlands beta, and it gave me a migraine, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, definitely the I'm
is
not
just
good
really
with that
harsh.
the spinny one really, I feel like throwing up every time if I hit that, and I'm like, oh, so yeah. Tiber says, as some other players have pointed out, regular flying is nicer for gathering.
Oh yeah,
true.
that dragon
know.
riding's a pain in the ass when I was trying to gather to test stuff on beta. The few times I tried to do it, it was you're not aiming right and you're overshooting or undershooting. It was just a pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Druids want to be druid birds.
Yeah.
At least mine do.
Yeah. And agreed. Like a druid is like, it's a druid. You go into flight form. Like, why would you want to ride a dragon? I don't know. Anyway.
'Cause it's a dragon.
I know, but if you're a druid.
I am a druid.
I know.
Mean a bear. I know.
A
Well, you know,
bear
I mean, the
riding
best thing that can
a
happen is
dragon.
it is an extremely vocal community.
Yeah.
Out of normal people that
Yes.
want dragon, or want your regular mount.
Yeah.
Their points are the same thing with the sickness. It's also that you can't look at your map. I mean, good freaking luck looking at your map while you're dragon riding.
Yeah.
And they want to be able to slow down, see the scenery, see everything, where we're zipping by on the dragon and it's like, wait, what was that? You know, and you miss it all.
Yeah.
They want that ability to hover, and there is an extremely vocal large group in the you know, community that does normal tunes who really want this regular mount thing to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, my guess is hopefully it will come. I mean, sometimes I will take the flight path just so that I can go and get a drink or run to the bathroom, or, you know, and I really struggled with dragon riding in the beginning. In fact, I just sent Ferre a video I watched so I could learn how to dragon ride better, and now I am a beast at it, but I lean with it.
Yeah.
I am killing my own back by leaning with the dragon and like pulling muscles in my back while I'm trying to climb, because going from Azure Span all the way up to Valdraken, is that it? That is a killer climb.
Yeah.
And it, you know, I'm leaning forward like I do when I play Mario Kart or something. So, luckily it is a very vocal group, so hopefully everybody will get their wish to have at some point.
Exactly.
And then it'll be up to people whether or not they want to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope they don't sit too long on that decision, because I think they're gonna lose the player base if they wait too long.
It's true. I guess, like all things, we wait and see.
Yeah.
But on the main thing, you have had a really fantastic year. Once again, you didn't lose any challenges this year, which is amazing.
Very
well
odd
done.
for me.
Well done.
I can't believe you did all the classes. I mean, that's just amazing.
Huge.
Each one with a different play style.
Yes.
Wow. You know?
Yes. No, you did. We're very proud of you. You did awesome. And we will hope that 2023 will be a lot kinder in many aspects, game-wise as well. So yes. So thank you for sharing all your journeys this year in particular, and for a lot of helping me as always, but you're greatly appreciated, so thank you, Nisey, very much.
You're welcome.
All right, Chris, how has 2022 treated you? Internet, Aussie.
It was 2021 and 2020 and the
No
only death I had
blows.
was my internet. It
Yeah.
was my internet. So I went from having great internet to them digging up the cables around the city I live in so that, you know, utilities don't explode and things like that. And it has completely destroyed our internet in where I am. So
It's crazy because you had fantastic internet.
yeah, and for what I pay for it, it should be, you know, gold standard, phenomenal, absolutely wonderful, but we have had to switch to, other than doing my trivia, made it on for that, so Passy, who should have, you know, been a Shadowlands champion easily, yeah, she only hit, what, 54, I think, so I may, I say risk it for the biscuit. We'll see whether or not, maybe I'll just try and get her to the fishing and cooking dailies. but I am the person that the Sewer Beast likes to chase on
Yes.
every toon I own, even when, you know, I have him as a pet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. We'll wait and see, because
And
I'm not losing that girl.
that
Sewer Beast is gonna eat it.
Sewer Beast does what do you call it? Does stack like levels. Well, who was it? Was it Stir that saw?
Stirs, maybe it was Stirs that he was scaling. I have yet to see him
Yeah.
this expansion, but I haven't been hanging around in Stormwind, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
same. I haven't been to Stormwind in a little
I
bit
had
myself.
him attack me while I was hovering. On my
That's
mount,
right.
playing in
Yes.
the fishing quest
Mm,
in Stormwind.
That's
Yes.
like a Sharknado kind of thing. What on earth?
mm. Yes, he is very, as we know, we have seen it year after year. He's certainly been very, difficult for a lot of people. So always keep your eyes open in Stormwind. Please do not go AFK anywhere near the sewers. Anywhere. Preferably just log out. Regardless. Always log out. Yeah. Alright, well what about resolutions for next year? Anything come to mind?
I would love to get Passy to 70. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'd probably rather just make a new tune and sacrifice her if I have to.
Yeah.
You know, see what I can do rather than lose my original.
Yeah.
So we may try and do that, but as poor Zep will attest, because we play together,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my net sucks. So,
Yeah.
you know, depending on what time it is, you know, he spends more time waiting for me to get back in than does actually accomplishing anything. So,
Yeah.
we'll see. I would love to at least make a new tune, see how far I get,
Mm-hmm.
rather than lose my original girl.
Oh, absolutely.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we just have to hope that the internet gods and your city somehow get things sorted.
Seriously.
Because it's been crazy for far too long, really. So, but still, at least you've managed to get. So what did you say? Pacifist is 54.
I think she's 54.
Yeah.
I mean, I took her down late to go start the trivia. I really should have. I was so scared about getting even to that tower.
Yeah.
But I got her down there, and I was so careful. I'm like, anybody kills a critter anywhere near me, and I will come through my computer, and I will strangle you.
Yeah.
So, but luckily, I was logging on at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Because of the times I work and play. So, and that was before I go into work.
Yeah.
So there weren't a lot of people in there unless they were probably still up from the day before.
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
So still,
it wasn't super uber crowded when I was doing it.
Yeah. So that's good. You've managed to make a start on her, and that is fantastic. And we're rooting for you. We're like, yes, Pacifist is back. Chris is, so you get there. We've got many things coming up with holidays, at the end of the year, the beginning of the years, there's lots of world events. So it's just sometimes finding the time to sit down and do things. That's my problem.
Like we work?
Yeah. Work? What's that? I swear to God, I might as well just get them to stick a bed in the corner and stay there sometimes. It feels like I never leave that place, as you would understand. Alright, so for me, when I was thinking about it, I don't think I had lost a tune this year. Admittedly, I do think I did delete a couple. Because I got to the point of, I do love, like, I have a lot of alts, and I'm not getting much playtime because I'm just been so tired that when I sit at the chair and I end up going, like that. So I just kind of looked at what I had for the overall and went, you know what? I'm not going to get there with them. I just need to cull. So I kind of culled things a bit to make it not feel so much like I have to play every single one. But you know, I'm still slowly working on the girls that I have. And with that, my resolutions that when I was thinking for next year, more playtime, that would be good. I'd like to get my Passy Leeta to max, that would be really good. I really would like to get an Iron to max. I think Iron Leeta is about level 36, 34, 36 at the moment, so fingers crossed. And that's my Warlock, so we will see. And I want to get back to my Bloods. I did give them a cull, Nisey. I'm not running as many, but I still have I think my Warrior, Hunter, and Priest, and I've got a feeling there was another one. Warlock, I think I kept 4 out of like the 8 or 9 that I had. So
Yeah,
so
you're like your Iron, which is your Warlock, and I'm like, but wait, which Warlock? 'Cause we have a couple.
we do have a couple. We definitely do have a couple. Yeah, and then the other thing is I like to get back to doing some challenger streaming next year. Again, it will depend on time and whatnot. So I've given myself some goals, and I'm gonna write them down and, you know, have them as one of those things that I can really try and work towards next year, which would be good. So, you know, there's lots of things to work on, which is very, very exciting. I do like your idea, Nisey, of giving druids a dragon form flight like glyph. That would be really cool.
Yeah, like they could do that, and then they kind of look like a dragon.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Like give it some sort of, I mean, how many different ones have we got? We've got a few. They have many different forms, so
Yeah, like why not just give them a glyph? It'll give the inscriptioners something else that they can do, and it ties into the
Exactly.
expansion, and you know, one less possible not dragon mount out there.
that's a cool idea.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, I like that. All right, well, we did get some submissions from the community, so thank you to everyone who sent in emails, contacted us. I do appreciate that. So Chris, do you want to take the first one? It's from Tiber.
I do. I'm excited. I got Tibers. So, from Mr. Tiber, happy December, Leeta, Nisey, KhrysW, chat, and listeners. I had 14 challenger deaths in 2022, which is pretty low for me. I'm sure much of that why that number is so low is because I was waiting for the code wardens to work their wonderful magic. My first challenger death didn't happen until late June. 7 of my 2022 deaths were to my Tin-Man Scout while exploring Battle for Azeroth zones I'd never run challengers through before.
Okay.
When in doubt, scout it out.
Exactly.
No surprise, I concluded those areas were too dangerous. 4 of my 2022 deaths were to Iron Man challengers, one of which was level 58. Oh, that's painful. One that was killed by the infamous yellow flagged condor, and 2 that were leveling contest challengers. My remaining 3 challenger deaths were working man challengers. I expected working man to be a fairly easy challenge, but it hasn't worked out that way for me so far. That's my 2022 death list. I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023 and a short death list next year.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Tiber.
Thank you, Tiber. And I think we all agreed that when you read that said he only had 14 challenger deaths, I think we all kind of went, wow, nice, Tyra. But understandably, with the code and everything that, you know, we were offline for a period of time, so to speak. And again, the guys did such an amazing job. So thank you to Zaya, Rod, and Naptime, because otherwise we we wouldn't be doing this show. We'd just be like, hi guys, it's the end of the year, see you next year. Pretty much. So they've worked so hard, and we do appreciate them greatly. And as for next year, I think, ladies, you can agree with me, we always hope for a short list each year, and I think that is a definite resolution that we all would like to see for sure. All right, Nisey, who have we got next?
Alright, well, real quick, we have Dave in the chat said that there was not enough time or data storage space for him to record his list.
Thank you, Dave.
It's okay, Dave.
We do appreciate. We know that have been busy this year. We know you've been out there leveling, and you've done very well, Dave. So thank you for having fun and participating as always. So thank you very much, Dave.
Okay, and we also had I believe an email sent in from Big Rhino / Amashepa. They write, my first death was from the contest, which was Iron Man Contestami. He died to the last quest in the Night Elf starting zone, which I have done on all of my irons. It turns you into a moonkin, and I flew right to the mob I needed, but realized that I was not able to do it. But since I was in a vehicle quest and I could not push Feign Death, so he died. Second was their Green Man, who was a Shadowlands champion, Green Peel. He died at 62 while trying to do a world quest in Dragonflight. He was on a ledge taking a lot of damage, dropped him down, and he fell a long way, and I could not find Disengage to save him, but did not see it until he was already dead.
Ouch. I think I can definitely, you make a new hunter, hence why I will always try and keep those buttons exactly the same for every single tune. That oh shit button will be on a certain point. So even if I change tunes, I hit the same button and it happens. But I think we can all feel for that, looking for a button only to be like, where the hell is it? They're dead. There's the button. It's
well, see, the nice thing with the new UI is that you can do a row that's just your oh shit row, so that you can just shove it all on that one row.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you for sending that in. Alrighty, Ferre, can you do the last one?
Yeah, from Zaya, we have a couple of deaths noted. Originally he said, I only noted one. Zaya Whitus is a working man, level 44 death. Grace and Keep, a lesson in truth. But then there was an addendum, another death.
Yes.
Zaya Sky, an Iron Man level 60 quest called A Sledgehammer of a Solution. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes. And thank you, Zai. He had sent in, what did we do the other week? That was the predictions and his death list, and then he did send me an amendment later on. So thank you, Zai. I do appreciate that. It's nice to see how everyone's done. But again, how many maxes has Zaya done this year? Like, plus working on the code.
He's had a good year,
yeah. Yeah, he got one of every class but the hero classes.
Yeah. So again, you guys have done so well. It's amazing. We had the best expansion ever with Shadowlands, challenger wise. You guys blew us out of the water. So again, it's certainly been a pretty big 2022 with all the ups and downs with the code, with this, that, and the other. But Shadowlands on the whole was such a wonderful expansion for everyone leveling. So congratulations, guys. Commiserations on everyone that we did lose, because we know it was a bit brutal there for a while, and it's so good to see everyone out there doing challenges and playing a challenge soon. So thank you to all of you for that, and thank you, chat room, for hanging out with us. Do appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
We do greatly. All right. Well, I think any last words on the death list or the challenger resolutions before we move on, ladies?
Don't die.
That's
Pretty much.
rule number 1.
In game or out.
That's it. Absolutely. There we go. Show title right there. Don't die. I'm writing it down, Nisey, because you know me. If I don't write it down, we're not going to remember. All right, let's move on to the news. Where's my little bumper? Over here. Let's do it.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mightnorn on becoming our first Dragonflight Challenge champion across all challenges, as well as our first Green Man champion. I've been so used to saying our first Shadowlands champion, it seems weird.
Right?
First Dragonflight Challenge champion. Got to get used to saying that. So congratulations to Mightnorn, first Green Man champion. Well done. And also, not only that, because you guys are crazy and just went gung-ho after we said please be very careful, that congratulations to Twothirsty on becoming our first Dragonflight Iron Man and our first Bloodthirsty champion. This was the last character that was able to be double listed. You can't do that anymore. There was a little thing way back in the day that you could do that, so he was the last of it to have that. So he had qualified for Iron Man and Bloodthirsty. He got Twothirsty 2 max. So on one character, he's done 2 challenges, which again, 2 shanks. You freaking nuts! He's nuts. He's done so well. Amazing. So you guys are just off. You went. You just blew.
That Twothirsty character has some mileage on him because he was created back in Warlords of Draenor, and he has to run under Iron Gear rules in order to remain qualified for Iron Man. So he's doing it in completely white and gray gear, and he has to grind because he can't. He's under the quest restrictions of Bloodthirsty. So it's a long battle on that one.
Yes. So again, like to 2 shanks, huge congratulations, because what did we predict? Did we predict that someone was going to hit max before the end of the year?
I did not. I was saying mid-January.
We were thinking early January. Well, you guys just went, just bang. So
I have to hold my beer.
Yeah.
Or hold my coffee.
Yeah. So amazing. Well done. Though still, please everybody tread very, very carefully with leveling. That's for certain. All right. Being that it is December, you know what time that is. Feast of Wintervale. It's coming. my second most favorite world holiday. It's so exciting.
How is it here?
I know.
How?
I know. Next Friday.
Oh my gosh.
So December 16th, it kicks off. It will wrap up early Monday morning on the 2nd of January. At this stage, do we have any inkling, Nisey, of if there's anything new, or they haven't really, Wowhead hasn't said anything?
Not that I've seen. The only thing that I imagine that'll probably be new is probably like eye level increase on whatever drops from the Creech. I'm not anticipating anything new, to be perfectly honest, but take a scout before the article goes up, because sometimes Wellhead's a little slow getting the holiday updates out lately. Sometimes it's been taking them a day or two, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. So like I use them as my source for what's new. I don't think there's going to be anything this year, though. We'll see. But, you know, take a scout and check it for yourself if you're trying it before the article goes up. Because even then, when I put the article up, sometimes I don't know for a day or two if they did do anything new. So just take it easy on that. And it wraps up like ridiculously early January 2nd, like 6 a.m. And I'm like, not even like the normal 10. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you just want to consider it done on Sunday on the 1st. But, you know, like, it is what it is.
Like Zaya says, the Grinch is probably better to be left alone on challenge tunes. If like it's good if you've got a busy server and can, you know, there are people over there doing the killing. Don't get anywhere near him if you're on a challenge tune, because he does quite a few things that if you get like charges, and you can get punted and it can become quite messy. If you manage to get there to do the hand in for the for Metzen, the reindeer, then, you know, yay, because it's normally up for a minute or two after it's killed. But again,
you have to like dive in there and talk to him and
be
run.
very, very careful taking a challenge turn over there, because the Grinch itself is big, scary, and will hurt a lot. So,
and if you're waiting around for the event for other people to do it, stay far, far away.
Yes.
And don't AFK there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've lost tunes here.
Yes,
of course, definitely. Always the asterisks of pacifists beware of the proc skills, because they've been pretty wonky the way they've been happening this expansion so far. So I don't know if it's still going to apply to out there or if it's just in the Dragonflight zones, but be really, really careful.
I pretty much. I think we all just need to tread very carefully on the pacifists, because it does seem to be very tender as to proc skills, like regardless. So definitely. So that's Feast of Wintervale, which kicks off next Friday. So yay. Don't forget there will be a Dark Moon Fair that will start on January 1st while we're on a break. So reminder, show break. This is the last show of 2022. We will be back on January 7th. We're taking some time off. As you can imagine, I've told you guys, December is a very busy month for my work, and it is a tad crazy, and I need a bit of a break. So we're having a few weeks off, and we will be back on January 7th. Also, a reminder, Zaya, I did get your screenshots. Thank you. I didn't do our new screenshots today because it's Christmas. So if you've got screenshots of Dragonflight or new ones that you've got, please send them in to me at podcast@wowchallenges.com. Because we love having the WoW backgrounds, and I've got some new ones from him. I've already got 26. So I think sent me 5 or 7 another, so that's great. So if you've got more, I would like to have them rotated in the background for us when we're doing the show, which is really great. So please send them in. Love to see all the different types of backgrounds that we can get. All right. Anything else, Nisey? I think we've got all that part of the news done.
I think so.
All right. So it's just getting screenshots while dragon riding is something else. Yeah, I just been landing and shooting. I don't think I could screenshot and dragon ride, but you know, you do you. You do you, Zaya. Hey, pussycat. Cuzzy's here. Hey. Stop scratching my mat. I don't know if you can hear that. Oi, 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 oi. Hey. It's like
Ours are sharpening their nails on the middle of our fake Christmas tree.
Oh.
It's all wire up in there. I'm like, stop it.
Yes, I normally tell him to stop, and then he wants like a scratch behind the neck and all of that. So definitely. But anyway, he's here. He says hi. Well, meow. Which is that. All right, state of the challenges. So first off, there was an error. We're not doing the typical state of the challenges like we normally do because it was a little bit finicky this week, and we don't need the stress of all of that. So I'm going to start off. So chat room, if you've leveled some characters, let me know, pop them in the chat and we'll read those out, how you did this week. We know that we had 2 max levels with Mightnorn and Twothirsty, so again, congratulations to those guys. I also know that Ferre's been busy leveling. So Ferre, how did you go this week? You tell us what you've been doing.
Well, Dark Moon Fair week, so lots of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't actually get any levels on irons, but the pacifists I have Ferre Faye, Ferre Eileen, Ferre Kessa, all at 61, and Ferre Sky, who was actually my first passy from Shadowlands. It hit 64 last night.
Nice. Well done. That's amazing. The other thing that we were talking about was with Dark Moon Fair, which just reminded me, Dark Moon Fair gives what did we say? Skill points for
Dragonflight.
For Dragonflight. So we did go and double check that. So if you didn't know about that, we weren't 100% sure from last week. So
Yeah, not yet. You still get.
I think there was an article on Wowhead.
Yes. So I was kind of like, yes, excellent, that's good. for my main, I was like, yes. I'm not really worried for the challenge tunes. I'm kind of like, it's just nice to take them down and get something. Zaya says, got an iron to 63, a passy, a working, and a green at 62. Well, Zaya, do you sleep? does it, ladies, does he sleep?
I think he gets a couple of hours, like between like 10 and like 3.
Maybe, because amazing.
I had a couple of workings as well. My little Tauren druid, not a druid, Tauren rogue, is 51.
Yep.
Now, I'm proud of her. She's doing well.
Nice.
And some other working people, Ferre Winter, Ferre Cadena, are both 61, and Ferre Lynn, who was my last working person in Shadowlands, she's doing 60, is now 63.
Nice. Well done. I'm guessing Stir's probably been busy leveling, maybe? Have you seen him on?
I know he has a 62 pacifist.
62.
I don't know what his items are.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure he's busy testing things and playing around with stuff. So once again, you guys, amazing. Well done to everyone leveling. Commiserations to those that we lost this week and obviously through 2022. But thank you guys again for being here, for leveling, for having fun with the challenges. We do greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. Sai says he got 2 irons at 64-63. So, Stir's on his way.
I thought he had not aired.
Nice. All right. Okay. Let us do... Where is it? Let's do this one.
Hey yo, it's Chit Chat!
Alright, ladies, it is joke time. So let's start off our chit chat with some good little giggles. Chris, what have you got?
Okay, so did you hear about the man who stole an advent calendar?
No.
He got 25 days.
Good.
That's really cute. I don't think I've ever heard that one. That's so cute. I like it. Okay, who's next? Nisey?
Alright, so let's do timers first. Still in joke of the week.
Yes.
When December comes along, I like to wrap myself in wrapping paper and sit under the tree. I like to live in the present.
I've not heard that one either. I like it.
I've not heard that one before either.
That's cute.
That's cute.
So mine is, what do you get if you eat Christmas decorations?
Don't know.
Tinselitis.
I've not heard that one either. No, it's
Cats
good.
didn't get it too.
Oh, nice. Excellent. All right. Ferre, what have you got for us?
Well, here's a little something from your local pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
A little girl asked Santa Claus for a dragon for Christmas. Santa told her that it was impossible. So the little girl asked for peace on earth instead. Santa said, "What color do you want your dragon to be?"
Nice. That is so true. That is so true. All right. I was looking for a dragon Christmas one like I did last week, but when I saw this one, I thought this was very typically me. I had to put this one down. So, what did the stamp say to the Christmas card? Stick with me and we'll go places.
I have not heard that one.
That's a postal joke right there.
Absolutely.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you. If there's any other quick little jokes in the chat room, pop them in. That's fantastic. All right, ladies. Any last things that you'd like to go to mention to let us know about? What with this being the last show? Anything? Say your piece now. As such.
Just if you happen to ding and hit max level, please reach out to me. It makes my life so much easier. I'm in the WoW Challenges Discord. You can find me pretty easy.
And I'd just like to say that if we don't get a response from you within a timely manner, that we will just do a generic basic congrats on write-up. So yes, that will still maintain, which will be good. Anything else to mention?
Can I add happy holidays to everybody? Thank you so much to everybody in the community. Appreciate you guys. Everything you do, all the fun that you have, everything that you share with us, and appreciate you all. Hope you have a wonderful rolling in of a wonderful new year. Please, Lord, let 2023 be better.
Oh, please.
Please.
What she said, yeah.
Ditto.
And Leeta, thank you to you. Love you dearly,
Yes.
woman.
Yep, absolutely. Right back at you. And to these fabulous ladies that I have here, you guys have, again, not only you, everyone in the chat room, thank you so much for being here most weeks. I'm going to say most weeks because, you know, we're going on a little Christmas, New Year break. But thank you to those that regularly show up here who contribute. Again, you know, without you guys, wouldn't be doing this. So thank you for all the things with playing. Thank you, ladies, for helping me regularly, for sorting, you know, just the things when I'm working, sleeping, dealing with IRL, all
We
that
don't
things.
sleep.
It's
What's
there's
this sleep thing you talk about?
sleep. You know, it's that thing where you sit here and just go like this, and then 5 minutes later you're like, I should go to bed, and then you're like this. For the next.
That sounds about right.
So yeah, so thank you very much, ladies. Thank you to our mods for all the things that you guys do. Again, without having all of you to help me to do this, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. So thank you greatly. We do appreciate that. Also to the Code Wardens, you guys rock. What more can I say? What more can I say? And I know I'm doing things out of turn a little bit, but again, I just want to say thank you, and thank you guys for hanging out. Again, let me see who else is in the chat room, because I know Neth stopped by and said hi earlier. So we've got Ferre, Chris, Zaya, Nisey's here. We've got Dave. We've got, I know Zep was here, Mr. Bright 01, Russ is here, hi Russ, Tybe is here, I don't know about the other ones. We've got a KhrysW, hi, Drabsnet, I don't know who are bots. Nisey, you might have a better idea, but anyway.
I'm not sure about, like, there's 2 or 3 in there that could be a bot. I'm not 100% sure,
Yeah.
though.
But thank you guys for hanging out. We do appreciate that greatly. Chris, do you want to do the Iron Elites for me as well, please?
Absolutely. As always, biggest thank yous to these people. We really, really, truly appreciate your support. Alejandro's Awesome Trousers, Execute, Fair, myself, Leeta, Mock, Mr. Bright 01, Ms. Rock Guru, Nisey, Rudd, Stir, Stone, Tiber, aka Tiber, Wynema, and Zaya.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for your support. It does help keep the website and the lights on and all of that. So thank you very much for that. All right. Well, as I said, we will be back on Saturday, the 7th of January. Can you believe it, ladies? I'm saying 7th of January 2023. That's when we will be back. That is crazy. So we are going to have a break for a few weeks and deal with all the fun IRL things that Christmas and all New Year's have to do. So yeah, so Chris, Nisey, Ferre, thank you ladies for joining us today, for and also for always pretty much always saying yes when I ask you guys to do things. I do appreciate it greatly. Ladies, looking at you through the other camera, thank you. So if you can please tell everyone where they can find you and get in contact. Chris, where can we find you other than at work? At work.
Where am I? Discord, Twitch. No, I'm not on Twitch. Twitter. You know what? Yeah.
Chris, it's Chris
Nobody
W.
needs me. We're good.
I need you always. All right. Well, the details. Yeah. Just reach out. We'll point you in her direction. Nisey, where can we find you? All the things.
All the things. You can find me in the WoW Challenges Discord, Nisey, parentheses Nisey, #, hashtag, whichever you want to call it, 4863. Emails, niseybgn@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and Ko-fi, all as niseybgn.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And Ferre, where can we find you?
Well, I'm on Discord as Ferre. Even if it doesn't look like it, I might be there. I'm also frequently in guild, in game, on both the Horde now and the Alliance side.
Yes.
I don't stream, but my Twitch name is Ferre Sky. In case you see me in someone's stream somewhere, say hi.
Nice. You know, it's very exciting when I log into my Horde pacifist tune, and there I see a little Ferre, and I'm like, she's over on the Horde side again.
Yes, my little Taurens.
Yes, I get very excited. I'm like, oh,
this Underbluff.
yes,
Stomping around sneakily.
yeah, it's very cool. Alrighty. I was gonna say, so don't forget, wowchallenges.com is where our website is. You can find all the information for the socials are there. You can also find us on places like Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio for downloading an episode. And again, if you have any tips, if you've got anything that you want to ask us, if you've got any screenshots, if you just want to send a hello to the WoW Challenges, please send me an email. I do love to get a good email, and that is podcast@wowchallenges.com. Where you can find me, the easiest way is go over to my link tree. You'll find me under Leeta WoW. There is all the things, because I am across all the things there. It's the easiest way to say it. I just want to, Dave says, many thanks for a good year and best wishes for all in the new year. Thank you, Dave. Tiber says, thanks for the show. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Zaya says, happy holidays, everyone. Dave says, you can call me Ray, Jay, or Dave. Just don't call me late for dinner. My granddad used to say that. But he was Jack, so he'd be like, you can call me Jack, you can call me John, but don't ever call me late for dinner. That's what my granddad used to say. Nisey, what did you say? Just make sure to take her cowbell off there. That's a good one. Cowbell. That's a whole different. I used to have a tune called Cowbell. One of my very first tunes. I don't think I got her. No, I do. I changed the name. She was Cowbell. COWBELLE. She is still my Tauren priest. She's not a challenge tune, but I think I ended up changing her name many years ago to, I'm gonna say, I think I ended up making her a Leeta, because I just had too many names. There was too many names. But Cowbell was her name. It was her original name. So, yes, so that was good. So that was, thank you. That was a trip down memory lane right there. All right. Last off, just a huge thank you to two wonderful people who do help contribute to the show in many ways. To Mr. Bright01, Russ, thank you for all that you do. You can find him on Discord as Mr. Bright01, all like one word. But thank you to Russ. Please pop over to our Spreadshirt shop if you want to see all the fantastic things that he does, plus have a look at like our little what do you call them, Nisey? I always get the emotes. Thank you. Russ has done a lot of those. Thank you. He's very talented, so thank you, Russ, for that. And also huge husband Huge
husband.
Huge husband, thank you.
Nort.
Huge thank you to my husband, Execute, for helping me with the outro. I do appreciate that. You'll hear that very, very shortly. But again, thank you guys for a wonderful year. I wish you all a safe and happy, whether you're celebrating or not. But please have a great Christmas, New Year, all of those things. Just stay safe, both in and out of game. We will be back here on January 7th, 2023. Have to get used to saying that. Until then, again, ladies, thank you. We will see you next year. See you guys.
Bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Leeta, copyright 2022. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. Music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, as well as from bensound.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Alright, I really like the screenshots that we came up with for the intro and outro, so I was just too busy like looking at them. I was like, I'll play the whole thing because they're so pretty. Thank you, Nisey. You say show title, Slaying All the Way, Huge Husband. Tape says Huge Husband. Zep says thanks for the show, happy holidays everyone. Thanks, Zep. We do appreciate that. Alright, so we had Don't Die, which was the one I wrote down. Slaying All the Way, or Huge Husband.
Can I call him that next time he messages me? Be like, hi, Huge Husband.
Sure.
But Chris, what are you saying?
I'm guessing the one you keep giggling about. Yeah, Don't Die was Seraphim's voice to Zappy Boy.
Oh, it was. Don't Die. I love Seraphim.
That's right. That's exactly it.
Don't Die is great.
Don't Die. All right, let's go with that one because that is our number one rule for every single challenge. It's the very first thing is don't die. So I think we'll go with that. And yes, you can message him and let him know.
Hi, Huge Husband.
All right. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the year, everyone. And we're going to cut the stream. And we will see you next year. Crazy. See you next year. Have a great Christmas.
Yeah, good night, all.
Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah.